E equals O. This is the equation. E stands for events. Equals O, the outcomes. And so what we do by default as human beings is we believe the events, if our events go well in our life, then the outcome will be good. But boy, if the events go bad, something bad happens, then the outcome's guaranteed to be negative. And the problem with E equals O, is it guarantees you're going to end up failing because events don't always go our way. So Kelsey had a decision, E equals O, or she could buy into an equation that almost nobody buys into. But if you buy into this equation, if you believe this equation, if you live this equation, it doesn't matter what happens in your life, you will guaranteed be successful. Guaranteed. And the equation, all you do is add one little letter. It's an R. It says the events in our lives, which we don't control, so you don't even focus on the events, plus the one thing we have 100% control over, our response, equals the outcome. And if you own your response, you can take any event, any negative event, and turn it into a positive outcome just by owning your response, just by choosing to respond well. Kelsey was in the hospital for 7 days. She came home. Being the dad that I am, and my wife did the same thing, we started just trying to communicate to Kelsey how much we loved her. And how she was going to do okay with this. And so I started this little ritual with her. She was just 11 at the time, and I would get down on one knee. I'd say, Kelsey, girl, come here. And she'd come over, and I'd give her a big hug, and I'd say, honey, do you know Dad loves you? She'd be like, yeah, Daddy. And I'd give her a big hug, and I'd look her in the eyes, and I'd say, Kelsey, if I could somehow reach inside of you, and I could grab that type 1 diabetes, and I could pull it out of you, and I could put it in me, so that you never had to take a shot again, and Daddy could take all your shots for the rest of your life. Do you know I would do that? I would do that in a heartbeat. Do you know that, Kelsey? She'd give me a big hug, pat my little bald head, and she'd say, yeah, Daddy. And she'd go off and play. I did that all the time, and then one time when she was 14, I said, Kelsey, girl, come here. And she came over and I gave her a hug, and I looked her in the eyes and I said, I just got to tell you again, if I could somehow reach inside of you. And she said, Dad, stop. I was like, Kelsey, I say this to you all the time. Honey, if I could reach inside you and I could grab your type 1 diabetes. And she said, Dad, stop it. And I was like, what's up, girlfriend? And in our house, we have all these different colored wristbands that say E+R equals O. And on the back it says, I own my response. And my daughter basically pointed to her wristband and she said, Dad, I don't want you to take my type 1 diabetes away. I've become better because of my type 1 diabetes. And the only reason she had become better is the same reason that you and I can become better instead of bitter when events don't go our way. It's because she owned her R. You see, if you own your response to no matter what happens to you, you can take your greatest adversity and you can actually turn it into your greatest advantage. You can take any negative event and turn it into a positive outcome if you own your response.